It has been confirmed that of 26 July 2025, Sakamata Chloe will be so-called stepping away from Hololive, which in a way, if you're using the word graduation, I won't blame you. And also the Ame Gakita there. So obviously we are going to talk about Sakamata Chloe, and it's this kind of like announcement kind of like dropped after her 3rd year anniversary, which kind of like got a lot of people off guard, but in a way it is something that is happening within some of the talent themselves, considering that she did highlight reason for why she is stepping away. So before anything, we go into further of her a lot of her reason for stepping away, or to kind of prevent any more speculation and what's not. Sakamata actually did mention the word graduation a lot in her live stream using the Japanese word sozukyo. So in case anyone wanted to know, Hololive did kind of like explain to her the difference on stepping away as well as graduation, and in a way they did explain it in Japanese as well as in English in later part of the thing, that it is technically can be considered as the same one and the same. But the thing is, right, graduation tend to mean leaving for good. It means that they aren't coming back. So it has always like one of the words that I do not like, because it's like the talent is going off, they can't come back again, and it's always been one of the things that I feel is not right. It's not the right term. And it seems like Hololive is also in the same thought that they want the talent. Is like they are going to stop doing all the activities that belong as a so-called as a talents of the Hololive Holostar, and they also kind of like mention one form is that they want to open up the path for the graduated talents to come back. So in a way, it is something that if there is as such, it means that there is possibility for even Sakamata to maybe return, but then again, she kind of like say out loud in her live stream that even if there's a huge event, that is very unlikely for her. Now, the issue on this end, a lot of people need to understand, it is the same situation that happened to Amelia Watson, and in a way, is it like possible that they are technically stepping away, they won't be coming back? It's not as such. It's just basically that they no longer affiliate with Hololive, yet at the same time they are. It's kind of like in their word term, like you leave the, like once you graduate from school, and if you want to come back, you are technically like elementa. If you are not, it may some people still don't go back to their primary school or secondary school, like saying that, hey, I used to study in this school, something along the line. So it's understandable. Not everyone like going back, some might like going back along the line, so it depends on situation. But it means that off stream we or in another we won't be seeing the character Sakamata Chloe much from now on, unless there is event where the talent behind the character decided to come back for something huge, like maybe a Hololive anniversary or maybe a special guest moment. So unless that is the case, that it is through a proper communication between the talents and the company themselves, then it's fine to say that it's really a moment where the word graduation is really a harsh word to swallow. So that being said, am I sad? Yes, I am very sad. But the thing is, right, that being said, right, Sakamata did kind of like highlight that she don't want people to do speculation or spread rumor, which is technically happening on Twitter. And I mean, like a lot of people, mostly from what I look, is like people from any other company decide, huge friend of them decided to start spreading that Hololive is a black company or whatsoever. She had explained reason for why she's stepping away. Two main reasons to be exact. So the first reason indicating that she had something that she wanted to do outside of Hololive, and in a way, this is something very similar to Minato Aqua that I mentioned before in random chat. That in a way, she want like what she want to do is way different from what Hololive want to do now, and in a way, Hololive had been going towards 7 years, and you can kind of understand that as the company grow, new rules and restrictions always happen. It's always part of the changes. And for Sakamata, she had been in the company 3 years, and obviously you can understand that when she's feeling that there is still changes that she may not agree on, what's the best way for her to do? Part way. More so is that her second reason also kind of like play a huge part in it. So her second part was, as she mentioned, was that her health was kind of like deteriorating. So often more than not, a lot of not really like former talents, like some former talent as well, but as well as some of the OG like Sion-san or Mio-san, like some of them they mentioned like they are stepping away. Sometimes it's like they go and take a long break at times. It's because the workload for Hololive is a lot. It's not like just record your voice or do a bit of singing or coming out with new song along the line. It's that she had mentioned it herself that there is a workload of stuff, considering that sometimes even like there is sponsorship video or sponsorship stuff that you have to be part of, or even like sometimes you have to prepare yourself for concert all over the world. And mostly is that the direction of Hololive, as I've realized in a few years already, for quite a few years, is that they are really going big in a way. So unless you are like very very good in doing this sort of like idol thing, obviously you will be like, yeah, definitely you won't even want to step into that. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, they are very good at singing, they love singing as well. But when you are being like forced to sing every single moment or even coming out with new song, it kind of like you have to balance that with their live stream as well. And also like Hololive Holostar was actually based off streaming first, even though initially they want to build up idol, and now they are strong enough to build out on the idol dream. The only issue is that is most of the talent able to step out onto that plane. So it's really kind of like in recent year you can understand that even like Amelia Watson or Minato Aqua has one of the OG for one for Generation 2 JP, as well as one being the English side first gen. Obviously you can understand like they feel they need to step away from it, but will they actually come back again for maybe big event as a special guest? That would be up for speculation. But then again, for me who love to look at a lot of different side of the story or understanding, I kind of like can see that maybe the change within Hololive is kind of like not aligned with some of the talents now. More so that some of the talents are actually more into streaming than singing. Not saying like they aren't very good at singing, it's just that when you kind of like being forced to do like a lot of things they love to do with basically streaming, and now they say that, oh, you can't stream anymore, you have to do a lot of singing. Obviously it won't sit well with some of the talents. That is what I think. Again, at the same time, she also mentioned she have to record a lot of things. There is also games out there. Like Hololive is in a way is growing bigger and bigger. That you can't deny that they are getting more job. And so the only way to kind of like spread it around is basically get more talents to help reduce the workload for others. But then again, sometimes when some sponsorship, they only want a specific character. Yeah, you kind of like just have to understand that their workload is going to increase no matter what. More so like Sakamata is also one of the popular talent within the group, so it's kind of sad to see her go like this. I mean, like, on the other hand, I also do wish her all the best, considering that her health is also, she had mentioned that multiple visits to the hospital is not a good thing. So hopefully this will be a long good break for her. I mean, like, they did consider telling her to go on a long break, but the only issue as a couple VTuber, right, is that sometimes you have to have a lot of things, the bare minimum to do. That is also inclusive of like interactive on Twitter every day, or maybe like sometimes you have to think out of things or new content to be posted on YouTube along the line. You have to do a lot of this on a daily basis. So obviously even if it won't cause you burnout, it is going to cause you mental stress as well. So in a way, I think it's actually best for them to part way if that is what Sakamata want to. But again, the only thing I'm only very hopeful for is that she will sometime come back on big event, and doesn't mean that she have to sing or what. It just maybe appear for a small special panel where they kind of like say that, hey, special guest moment, have fun, chit chat. I think that's also fine. But at the end of the day, it is still a hard pill to swallow, even for me as an appreciator of Hololive Holostar. It's not even the end of 2024. There's still freaking December itself, and having this happening right after Minato Aqua and Amelia Watson, it is really like I have to like think of a lot of things to say before I and then kind of summarize it before I can talk about it. But again, I still have to like respect her decision. Like she doesn't want people to go and spread rumor or speculation, and the best way is for me is just saying things that based on what she say. But at the end of the day, everyone's still gonna have a lot of speculation on why she want to move on. But like I mentioned, two main reasons. One is that the differences in the direction that the company want to go for, with new changes and restriction that maybe that is not aligned with Sakamata, the talent herself, as well as that her health is also in a huge concern for her. So that being said, I will leave the link to the two video if you guys are interested. But then again, at the end of the day, whether you have your own opinion, your own take, your own style, you can write in the comment section below. But do take note, whatever I say still is not technically a speculative talk, but it is a random chat. So whether you like the video or not, just click the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I sometimes talk about stuff that sometimes makes sense, doesn't make sense, or random at time. But the one thing I hope is for you guys is have a nice day or night. Bye.